What happened out there?
I really think, talking to the guys, the collective sense of urgency in the first quarter just wasn't there. You look at the rest of the game, it was, pretty much a wash, but you just can't let a team that's can put points on the board, has the ability to get others involved. You can't give them 39 points in the first quarter, and we're not we're not at the level where you can work your way into a game. We got to come out. We got to be ready to roll immediately. No lag, like an electric vehicle, ready to roll, especially on the defensive end. I just thought too many easy buckets, which stopped some of those runs that you're talking about. We got it to 5, we got it to 7, and all of a sudden it was back up to 10 or 12. When there's an opportunity to take that step and really put pressure on them and see what they're going to do when you really make it a game.
How much of, you talk about the defense is the pressure they put with all their actions versus, miscommunication on King's?
Well, I mean, nothing that you saw out there wasn't anything that we didn't work through. And there were moments out there where it didn't go right. That means that we guarded it right. So it's the consistency of which you guard those actions. Transition, communication, making sure that people aren't getting behind you. Communicating whether we're in a zone or a man a couple times. If it's a make or if it's a miss, there's two different things that we're doing. That communication has to be on the court, internal leadership of them owning that aspect of it, and us making sure obviously that we communicate that to them. But not a problem with scoring the basketball, that's for sure. And I would even consider this a bit of an off night for us. It's all about defense here.
Jokic usually takes a little bit to get into games sometimes. Sometimes first quarter he likes to get other guys involved, but tonight he was super aggressive. Did that maybe catch the guys off guard a little bit, just how aggressive he was in the first quarter?
No. I mean, we know who he is. He's a monster, man. I mean, he's going to – listen, if you're going to give him a wide-open shot, he's going to take it. And those shots that you're talking about, he's standing there all by himself. So, we have to make sure that we are up to touch. We cannot let him, of anybody in the whole state of Colorado, you can't leave anybody, especially that guy. I mean, he's a special player.
You talked highly of Russ's impact before the game. Obviously, he was going to be motivated to make a statement tonight. Did you like kind of the energy he brought kind of on both ends?
I love the energy that Russ brings. 37 minutes, you don't always want to play him that much, but he competes at a super, super high level. And is a model for what I want as a player that competes. And I love what Russ brings.
Hey, Coach, Neat, 18 plus minutes, 5 fouls, but was he giving you the kind of defensive ball pressure and effort that you?
Absolutely. A couple defensive, it's going to happen. He's a young player, but as far as his aggressiveness, I thought today might have been a game where he shuck off the rust of missing a couple and nervousness, being back in his state and all that type of stuff. I thought he played really well. I like the aggressiveness. I like the physicality. He's just going to continue to improve. He's got a high ceiling, and sky's the limit for Nate.
Couldn't have played any better defense on that Turner fadeaway jumper Jamal hit near the end of the third quarter. Is that kind of one of those welcome to the league moments for a young guy like that?
I mean, I guess you could say that, but listen, if he's going to dribble 90 times and shoot a mid-range fall-away shot, shake his hand and say, good job, because it wasn't like he left him anywhere. He was right there. He contested it. Murray is a hell of a player, but it took him all of that to get that shot off against a young player who's finding his way in this league. So I told him good defense, and, Murray he's Jamal Murray, man. He's a champion, and he's really good, so.